And I'm going to say this is what I found really inspirational about you guys, and one of the reasons why I love doing this podcast is I get to meet guys like you.
Mhm.
You know, you come up and you have this great idea, you have this dream, and that's where it all starts. Any kind of business, any kind of venture like that, it starts with a dream. You have this dream, and you keep chasing it, and you know, an obstacle comes up, you keep chasing it. Another hurdle, you keep chasing it. You keep going after it. You know, and I love that story. I love, and I wish the best for you guys. And I know that if you guys keep that up, you know, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, everybody's going to be talking about more, you know, and you guys
Oh,
are going to be up there. And me and Jesus are going to be sitting here one day saying, man, remember 5 years ago we interviewed those guys when they were just starting? So, you know, I find that really inspirational about you guys is that every hurdle, every obstacle you come up to, you guys find a way to overcome it. You guys find a way to beat it. And you know, that's a big story for those who are listening. You know, a lot of people say, well, I don't have the connections. You know, so and so was able to do it because he had connections. I don't have those connections. That's why I'm not where I'm at, where he's at. You know, he had the money. That's why he's there and I'm over here. He had this and I didn't have that. That's why he can do it and I can't. But you guys, I mean, you didn't have the connections. You didn't have the finance. You guys only had the dream and the motivation. And so I hope those who are listening today are able to hear that and find a way. That's all it is. That's
yeah,
what it's about. Just find a
Yeah,
way.
yeah, you
Hustle.
got to figure it out. No,
Yeah.
nothing comes free, man. It's no matter what, you just got to figure it out, and and sometimes you can't be scared to jump in and get your hands dirty. Like both Gray and I, when we started our businesses, we were Ubering together out in East Lansing, like talking on the phone every night till 3 in the morning. Driving people around, just to keep our businesses and our lights on for our businesses. So that it's not only that from what we did back in our old, with our previous businesses, that translates into what we're doing now with Mower, right? We're going to keep pushing and keep grinding it out until we get to where we need to be.
And then Douglas, I'm just curious. What are you? Do you still have the store, the produce store?
No, no. So we closed down right when COVID hit. Right when COVID
Okay.
hit, it really impacted us, and we lost one of our big vendors. There's a local produce store, but we would make fruit cups and veggie cups and parfaits for a local food chain store, Quality Dairy here, and we're in 36 of their stores. And then we lost that big account, and that really, that we took a hit with that. And then when COVID hit, it was just too much to keep it going, unfortunately. And sometimes it doesn't work out, right? Like you can keep grinding, keep pushing until, like I said, until you're forced to quit. And at that point, when COVID hit, we kind of were forced to close down, unfortunately. But you live and you learn, right? I wouldn't trade that journey for it was a good 5-6 years, and I wouldn't trade that for anything. Like I learned so much about business. I learned so much about myself. I was driving to Detroit at 2-3 in the morning to get produce, and then coming back to my store and running that, and then Ubering, right, and then driving back out to Detroit again is I've learned so much. I met so many great people. Like I met some people through Leap, and that's how we were able to get that small grant we did for some marketing. But you just meet all kinds of people. I was traveling out to farms, picking up produce from local farmers and just talking to them. And to this day, I go out there and they give me some free pies. And so it's just I don't know. That's just the part I enjoy about entrepreneurship. Is just the people you meet, the people you get to talk to, the things you experience. Just at the produce terminal at 3 a.m. talking to these produce guys, and it's like, I was getting produce where, Kroger and Meyer were getting produce. I was getting my produce from the same people, so you just little things like that you don't realize. And so, yeah, it's just a journey, man. And I wouldn't trade that for anything. I learned so much.